What if you could completely strengthen your legs, shape your glutes, and challenge your entire lower body in exactly 10 minutes without using a single piece of equipment? Today's standing lower body routine is ruthlessly designed to target your quads, hamstrings, glutes, inner thighs, outer hips, and even your stabilizing core. There are absolutely no machines, no weights, and no jumping between repeated exercises. The best part? Every single exercise appears only once. That means your muscles never have a chance to settle into a comfortable rhythm. So, clear a little space around you, stand incredibly tall, brace yourself, and let's get started. Before the very first movement begins, you must remember one absolute principle. This workout is not about moving as fast as possible. It is entirely about moving as mechanically well as possible. Quality always, without exception, beats speed. Focus heavily on creating a strong, deliberate mind-muscle connection. Instead of simply counting repetitions, pay intense attention to what your muscles are actually doing. Feel your glutes working. Feel your thighs forcefully controlling every single millimeter of movement. The better your awareness, the better your physical results. Keep your chest lifted, relax your tense shoulders, severely brace your core, and maintain steady, unbroken breathing throughout the entire workout. We begin this gauntlet with pulse squats. Lower yourself down into a squat position until your thighs are agonizingly close to parallel with the floor. Instead of standing all the way back up to rest, remain entirely in the bottom position and perform incredibly small, controlled pulses. These short movements may look easy, but they aren't. By staying under constant tension, your quadriceps and glutes are forced to work continuously without receiving any break. Keep your knees tracking strictly over your toes, keep your heavy heels firmly planted on the floor, and avoid leaning excessively forward. Imagine sitting deeply back into an invisible chair. If your legs are already beginning to burn, that is exactly the point. Now, transition immediately. Step 1 foot backward into a deep reverse lunge. Lower your body under absolute control until both knees are fully bent. Then, drive violently through the front heel and bring the back knee forcefully upward toward your chest. This movement develops much more than raw leg strength. It actively improves your balance, stability, and coordination. Engage your core to prevent your body from wobbling. Imagine you are balancing perfectly on a narrow beam. Do not rush through the transition. Control is absolutely everything. The slower and more deliberately you move, the more muscle fibers you are biologically forced to recruit. Now we are introducing a brutal movement that challenges both strength and severe stability, the single leg squat variation. Even though one foot lightly assists with balance, the primary working leg is doing the vast majority of the agonizing effort. This specific exercise activates not only the glutes and quadriceps, but the smaller stabilizing muscles around your hips, knees, and ankles that are often completely overlooked. Keep your hips perfectly level. Never allow your knee to collapse inward. Move with excruciating slowness through the entire range of motion. Balance may be extremely difficult at first, and that is perfectly normal. Improving balance is the greatest hidden benefit of unilateral training. Bring your feet much closer together. This narrow stance completely changes the emphasis and geometry of the squat. You will immediately notice your quadriceps working significantly harder while your core becomes far more active, just to maintain baseline stability. Every single repetition should feel perfectly smooth and controlled. Your knees should continue following the strict direction of your toes. Remember, you absolutely do not earn better results by moving faster. You only earn better results by moving better. Now, drastically widen your stance, point your toes slightly outward. We are moving deeply into the sumo squat. This wide variation shifts heavy emphasis directly toward your inner thighs while still aggressively recruiting your glutes. As you stand back up, rise forcefully onto your toes for an added, intense calf raise. This simple addition massively increases ankle stability while forging raw strength in your lower legs. Lower your heels gently before beginning the next repetition. Control both directions. Your muscles should be doing the heavy work, not gravity. Now, we are violently stepping sideways. The lateral lunge introduces intense movement in a completely different direction.
They say the path is always forward, but they forget the power of standing aside.
Most daily activities happen forward and backward. Side-to-side movement is devastatingly neglected. Take a massive step to one side, push your hips backward, and keep the opposite anchor leg entirely straight.
True strength requires mobility. Unlock your hips to maximize power and movement.
Drive explosive power through your planted foot to return to the dead center. This variation fundamentally improves your mobility, flexibility, and real functional strength all at once. You have made it to the final minute. Now it is time to finish strong. Your legs are already completely tired, and your heart rate is highly elevated. This is where mental toughness becomes exactly as important as physical strength. We will combine pulse squats with full standing movements before ending with explosive squat jumps. Land softly, bend your knees dynamically as you absorb each landing, protecting your joints by forcing your muscles to do the work. Every jump is another opportunity to become stronger. Keep breathing, keep moving, and do not quit now. Before we finish, let's review the fatal mistakes. First, moving too fast. Speed almost always sacrifices pure technique. Second, allowing your knees to collapse inward. Third, not lowering deep enough because your range of motion determines how much your muscles actually work. Fourth, holding your breath. Steady breathing drastically improves endurance. Finally, losing your mind-muscle connection. Don't simply complete the movement, absolutely feel the movement. In just 10 minutes, you've challenged nearly every major muscle in your lower body. Because every movement is different, your body remains engaged from beginning to end. One workout won't change your body, but one workout repeated over weeks and months absolutely will. Take care of your body, stay consistent, and stay strong.